I was muted. Hello, all you beautiful people! Welcome to Story of Seasons! A Wonderful Life. This is the remake of Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Why is it not called Harvest Moon? That's a different story for another day. This is going to be a playthrough alongside a in-depth walkthrough, meaning I'm not going to be showing everything. I'm probably going to cut out a bunch of stuff. Probably just show stuff here, there. If stuff starts to get a little too repetitive, I'll be cutting out, fast forwarding, whatever. But for the most part, especially in the beginning, I'm going to be taking you with me and explaining a lot because this game is a little bit different than other Harvest or Story of Season games. We're going to do that. I have already started a playthrough privately, but we're going to start a new game. Just for you guys. It all started with a letter. Can't remember how many years it's been since I got one. See, I had this friend once. We used to share all of our hopes and dreams with each other. And the sender of this letter? His kid. The letter was about life in the city. The kid asked a bunch of questions about farming, and at the end he wrote, I'd like to try working at the farm. To a city kid, I guess life in Forgotten Valley must seem appealing. Well, it took me by surprise. I'll say that much. I closed my eyes and saw my old friend smile, just like it was yesterday. It takes guts to travel all the way from the big city to Forgotten Valley, a place most folks, well, forgot about. Boom! Character creation! Okay, so to determine what gender we're going to be playing as, I am going to go ahead and flip a coin. So I'm going to Google flip a coin. If we get heads, it's a boy. If it's tails, we'll play as a girl. It was tails. Let's play as the girl. Okay. So here are your customization options. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow. I don't want to create the character to look exactly like my private profile. Although I really like this face because she looks mischievous. But we'll do this one because I don't want it to be the exact same. I'm still paler than the moon though. I'll go ahead and do it more looking like my VTuber. So we'll do blue eyes. So the customization feature is brand new for Story of Seasons and was not something that was an option back in the day. I like this hair, it's cute. No purple hair? Imagine not having purple hair. Well, the next best thing would be pink, I guess. There's no purple hair! Okay, we'll just do pink. And I'll do the classic quote-unquote female outfit, or feminine outfit. Because it's cute. This was the original hairstyle. Oh my god, it looks so... the pink looks so vibrant on this one versus this one. It's cute. Okay, well, here's what I'll do. I'll probably change my hairstyle every season just to, like, bump it up. But we'll keep it this one for spring. Of course, our name is Emmy Demi. Well done. And we go by she, her. Okay. How'd it go, Nin? So the customization is brand new to this game and is a welcome change. I feel like. So, you're Emmy Demi, huh? Real sorry to hear about your old man. He was a good guy. Gonna make a lot of friends in the next life. Bet. Gotta say though, you must take after him. No average youngin' would want to pack up and come to Forgotten Valley, of all places. Why not? It's free land. Well, once you spend a little time here, I'm sure you'll figure out if it's really the life you want. Alright, this is it. This is the land of your old man that I found. The buildings are run down, sure, but you can still use them. Soil's fertile enough to grow crops on, too. See this pasture? If you spread some fertilizer on it, you'll have a place for your livestock to graze. So, how about it, kid? Ready to take over the farm? Yeah. Hey, that's what I'd like to hear. I'm sure your old man's cheering you on, too. Come on, then. Might as well give you the grand tour. Okay, I'm gonna skip the grand tour for the video. And, because I want to explain some stuff myself without Takakura's explanation. So we do get to pick an animal, by the way. We get to pick a dog. In my personal playthrough, I got the pointy-eared dog, so we'll go ahead and go with the floppy-eared one for this one. For difference on my part. And, I named him B-Set last time. But I'm actually gonna name this one after a childhood dog of mine. Her name was Ginger. She was a really good dog. She was a basset hound, so she had floppy ears like that. Ginger, this is for you. I love you. Okay, so we do get a free cow as well, and I'm gonna name the cow. Okay, so as the tradition here for me, every time, I have not played a Story of Seasons game or Harvest Moon playthrough officially. But what I do is I Google cute food names. And I go down the list and name my animals after food. I saw the name Maple. We're gonna name the cow Maple. No. And so we also get to name our farm. I usually name it something cringe, like Choco Farm is what I named it in the last one. We'll name it Mellow Farm, because we're mellow over here. And it could be Marshmallow. Mellow Farm. Okay. I'm gonna skip the locals introduction if I can. I'll pass. We'll definitely go around and say hi to everybody, but I want to go ahead and get into the explanations of certain things. I'm sure you're exhausted. It's been a long day, so take it easy for now. If you think of any other questions to ask for me, don't you hesitate to ask. Bye, Takakura. Oh yeah, there's something I forgot to give you. This camera belonged to your old man. Ain't the newest model, obviously, but it does the job well enough. Let's try taking a photo real quick. Perfect. You can use it whenever you're feeling photographic. Now get some rest, kid. You've earned it. That's a new feature as well. Ooh, never seen a nature spirit like that before. Hey, who could it be? Beats the heck out of me. As far as I know, we're the only nature spirits in Forgotten Valley. Yeah, so what are we looking at then? Good question. Hey buddy, what's your name? Emmy Demi? Gotcha, so you're a nature spirit named Emmy Demi. Roger that. My name's Ace, nice to meet ya. I'm Jack, nice to greet ya. And my name's Hart, let's all be friends, okay? I don't know what kind of voice that is. Okay, so we're gonna start our adventure in Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. Okay, I'm gonna pause and we're gonna break things down. So if you guys don't need information, you can skip this first video probably, because a lot of this first video is gonna be me going around explaining features. And I also want to stress that because this game is still brand new, there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of we're still trying to figure out how certain mechanics work. So if I'm unsure about something, I'll let you guys know for sure. But I know there's a lot of misinformation going around about certain things, especially regarding the cows. So when we get there, I will get there. But first of all, we're gonna take a look at your house. Your house is very important. You might not think it is, but it's super important. So first we've got the TV. I also want to say that you don't want to just be standing in the house without being in a menu, because your timer for your day goes down everywhere. Some Harvest Moon games or Story of Season games, the time will stop when you're inside of a house. Not the case in this. So if we press up, we'll get the weather. The weather in this game works a little differently. It happens in 6-hour increments, meaning that for the first 6 hours, they say that we're gonna have a sunny weather. He says some light cloud cover and should be mostly sunny. Do not trust these people because they are not always accurate. So if you see that it says light cloud, make sure that you're aware that it could potentially rain even if they don't say it's gonna rain. And make sure in the next 6 hours after 5 a.m. you go, or 6 a.m., you check the weather again. And make sure that it doesn't say it's gonna rain, because it will change again for the last 6 hours. Here's your fortune. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how the fortune works. I've been trying to test it out. And I don't know, somebody can explain the fortune to me if you want to, but sometimes it'll tell you to drink coffee for extra energy or whatever, and I usually just do what it says. This is kind of like a mini tutorial, I guess, if you want to call it that. They usually give you like tips and stuff, so here we're getting about fodder, we'll get there. This is usually an entertainment thing, and I think these are funny, so we're gonna read these. Howdy, anglers! Today we've asked Skylar from Dewdrop Village to see what's biting in the rivers around here. How's the fishing, Skylar? Fish? What fish? You think I have the time to consider landing lunkers when I got wild bears and monkeys stealing my catches? Because of that, I'm plumb out of food and I'm starving. What's worse, I slipped and fell in the river because I was feeling woozy. These mountain streams are cold, man. My ma didn't even bring a lunch on this trip. I should have known this was gonna happen. Okay, I think we get the gist of things. Thanks for the report, Skylar, and thank you, dear audience, for tuning in. Okay, so here we have our kitchen. This is also super important. We don't have any recipes yet, but you're gonna want to be making food pretty regularly in this game, because a lot of the money, if you want to make a lot of money fast, one of the good ways to do it is by making recipes and selling a specific recipe that I think is worth it if you feel like it. And also, a lot of villagers like gifts that are like dishes. So we'll get there when we get there, but this is important. You can also come over here to your mirror. Not a lot of people point this out. You can look in the mirror, which will cause your character to have a little dialogue. Now, this could be debunked, but for what we know right now, there are two certain characters, I think, that are affected by affection if you look in the mirror regularly. But we'll get there when we get there. You can also change your clothes and your hair if you want to. Your calendar is here, which, as you might notice, the days are a lot shorter in this game. There's only 10 days, which is per season, which is crazy. And these little things that are marked with this man's face, his name is Van, and he sells goods. He's important because not only does he sell cool stuff, but you also want to sell a lot of your stuff to this man, and you'll make bank. Here's a record player if you want to change the music, or if you get new records and change the music at any time, you're more than welcome to. And here is your journal and your sleep board. So this is where we'll sleep. Your journal's here where you can save. You can also save at any time, so you don't have to be in your house to save. Takakura's notes are usually like tutorial stuff, so if you're kind of confused on something, you can always look at Takakura's notes. Hey, Demi, wait up a sec. Before you go out, don't forget to check Takakura's notes. You can find them on your side table. Yeah, his notes have lots of helpful stuff in them. Check them out before you go. So it's gonna force me. So yeah, basically, see, this is, it gives you a basic rundown on a lot of the game's mechanics, but they don't tell you everything. And this potential partners thing is very important. In this game, unlike other games, you have to get married at the end of year 1. So really focus on relationship making as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So this is, oh, I got the DLC outfit. This is your box, basically, where all of your shipped items will go to you, or any rewards that you get from people. Takakura's deliveries will usually come here, so check this box often, because you'll also get like achievements, as you saw there, or they call them wonders. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to tell people about it. Okay, so I'm gonna pause while I talk about this, but I'm gonna run some B-roll in the background, so we're not just staring at nothing. So you might not think about it, but there is a lot going on here. So before I pause, let's show off what this is. So you've got a field here already for crops, but you might notice that you have another one over here. So which one do you use? Let's talk about that. So the soil that's on the left, this soil right here that is next to the coop, this is the poor quality soil. It has the poorest soil that you can achieve in life, and this one is more ideal for planting your fruit trees in. Don't be like me and in your personal playthrough forget that the soil quality is even a thing, and plant your fruit trees in the good quality soil. The one that's next to it, the smaller field, is the medium quality soil, and it's on the other side of the water pump. And it has better soil and is better for growing planted crops. There are a handful of crops that only grow in decent quality soil, so be mindful when you're planting. Every time you buy a seed or get gifted a seed, check in the description what it says, if it says that it requires a certain amount of soil to be grown. I also want to say that there is a third plot of land that you can get, but we'll get there when we get there because I don't want to go too fast. Plenty of crops can grow in multiple seasons, meaning you don't really have to worry about rushing to a time of a harvest before the end of one. Just make sure that you're planning accordingly per season and you know what's gonna wither when the season is over. When you check the details of the seed in your inventory, it gives you all the growing season times. So it'll say like summer through autumn, which means that you're good until the end of autumn, basically. Really, that's really, you know, obvious. Plenty of the crops, they'll grow in multiple seasons though, so don't worry about anything. Though do be sure to either make sure you're checking your crops like regularly, like clicking the A button on them to like check their status, or when you hover over the plant, it'll have a blue square. The blue square will turn yellow when it's ready to harvest. Make sure you're paying attention to that, because I made the bad mistake of not noticing that my turnips had grown in and they withered because I didn't realize they were ready to harvest, and they withered within the same day. Like they grew in the same day, and then 6 hours later they withered. So make sure you're paying attention to that. If it withers, you need to cut it down with the sickle. Can't do anything with it. For the fruit trees, they're a little bit more simplistic. They'll flower in one season and then can be harvested in the next season. But the fruit trees do need a whole season to grow before you can flower them. And when they're flowered, you can't get anything from them. So they're pretty simple. So let's talk about the fertilizer real quick. While it's not required for your crop growth, tossing some fertilizer onto the crops once the seeds are planted will help the quality a bit. If you've got low-grade seeds, then you can grow higher-grade crops if you're diligent with fertilizing the fields during growth season. However, Emmy, come back. Editing Emmy, come back to me. Do not use these 3 fertilizer seeds that you have here in your inventory on crops. Do not do it. I'll show you what we're going to do with it. But do not use it here. By the way, this is your menu where you get all of your farming information. You might want to check this pretty regularly. Make sure that you're on top of things, but yeah. the first thing that I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get our hoe out, and we're gonna start planting a generous amount of things. So we have 5 tomato plants. So you can see here it says tomato seeds B. It says it grows in all soil types and it grows from spring to autumn. So this is a good plant to have. I don't know why I plant them like this. This is kind of just like how I've always done it. I don't leave those empty spaces there. When I have other plants, I usually just stick them there. I know, I'm chaotic. Don't worry about it. So there's that. We're gonna go ahead and water them. Oh, we don't have water. You'll use this watering well to fill up your watering can. Now your crops will go dry later on in the day, so you'll have to water them twice a day. This is a mugwort. I highly suggest picking these and keeping them because these are good for a recipe. Or if you get a bunch of them and sell them, you also make a decent amount of money. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet because in my original playthrough, I just sold and made a shit ton of money. So we'll kind of see how good I do, but I'm probably gonna keep them for relationship stuff. So there's our tomato plants planted. And we're gonna go ahead and plant our apple seed. Oh, we need to... So, for fruit trees, they grow a little bit bigger. So make sure you have it like this. And then plant it in the middle. And then you'll see that it takes up a bunch of space like that. So make sure you're not just planting it however you want. And that needs to water too. So make sure you're keeping a track of that. I like to check the farm because sometimes stuff can appear, like mugworts and stuff. Thank you for telling me that. So in this game, your field is super important because that's where your animals are going to graze. As you can see, you have a little patch of grass here. You can either cut that down for fodder or you can leave it so your animals can graze. What you want to do with that fertilizer is plant it in the field. You'll get these little grass patches and they will grow like full grass and spread. You want to keep... Once in a while, you want to grab a bunch of fertilizer and just keep doing that so a bunch of grass spreads and your animals will be content. So here is your animal's barn. You can talk to your animal once a day, which I highly suggest doing because then you'll get your animal love and health up, which will ultimately affect the milk quality. So there we talk to the animal, we can snuggle it. And once we get a brush, we'll be able to brush her and she'll be able to provide us with more love. So we also have the milker, and during this time, you can see that she dropped 4 milk. Currently, Takakura has mentioned that she was pregnant, so she's going to, during the duration of spring, basically, she's going to produce extra milk than a normal cow would because she was pregnant. The misconception about cows in this game is that because in the original game, after a while, cows only produced milk for a certain amount of time and then they just stopped producing it. That's not the case anymore in this game. You don't necessarily have to worry about getting your cow pregnated. At least I don't think that's the case because I've gone a whole year now without the cow having to be pregnated to keep making milk. So as far as I'm aware, that's just an old mechanic that I think a lot of people are still worried about. Behind my head, you can see that the milk bottle is grayed out. When the milk has appeared in there, that means you can milk her again. You can milk the cows twice a day, and it's highly recommended that you do that to get maximum profit. You can also check this blackboard back here if you don't want to go into your menu. Here's where all of your animals' information is. This is the pregnancy booth. When your animal is pregnant, she'll be isolated so that way other animals don't attack her. And here's your fodder bin. You can put fodder in there. You get fodder out of here, place it in here, but we're gonna let her graze and see if she eats like that. So you're gonna use this bell and it'll automatically take her out here. We're gonna let her roam around for a while in the town. So your first day, you really want to focus on making money or trying to get profits as much as possible. Here's your puppy. You can talk to your puppy, you can train your puppy as well. I believe in the old game there was a purpose for training your dog, and I'm not sure what the purpose is anymore, but you can train them, get your affection up with them. this is your shelf. You can put a bunch of shit in it. And your refrigerator, which I'm gonna put my aromatic herbs in. Now, we need to figure out who we're gonna marry. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin a wheel and see what the wheel tells us who we're gonna marry. Okay, so I spun a wheel with everybody's names on it, and it landed on Muffy. So for right now, I'm gonna target Muffy, but I'm actually gonna also put up a poll in my YouTube community page. So if you're seeing this video today, as of the time this video has come up, there's a poll on my YouTube community page where you can vote on who we should marry. By all gods means, if you guys choose Rock, I'm so gonna kill you. I don't like Rock. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just stick our milk in here. We need to make as much money as possible before Van comes, because that's important. We're also gonna go ahead and order a chicken. Now, I know it's scary because it's 1000 G. It's scary, but we're gonna go ahead and order a chicken because we need that extra profit coming in. And we're gonna order 1 bird feed. Just need 1. The bird feed actually lasts a long time, so we'll be okay. So we're gonna do that, and now we're gonna go around the valley and say hi to everybody. I'll give you the grand tour, all of the things that you can do. So this is the bulletin board. People will put requests on here twice a month. So here we have Cecilia, who is asking for a tomato, and she'll give you 5 eggs. And Gordy, who wants milky soup. And he'll give us watermelon seeds. So right now, crops are not that important. If you'd be amazed, crops are not that important for money making yet. So we're really gonna focus on saving up enough money so that on the 3rd of the month we can get a couple of important items from Van. And we also got the milky soup recipe. So actually, we'll go ahead and do that first because the watermelon seeds are cool to have. So I'm going to actually take one of the milky soups out. Or milk, not milky soups. Got normal milk. I'm gonna go in here. Go ahead, go by make by recipe, go to soups, and milky soup, which just requires 1 milk. And then, bum ba da ba da, milky soup. Okay, so whenever we run into Gordy, we can go ahead and give that to him, so that'll be nice. The tomatoes, we're not going to be able to give Cecilia until a while, so don't worry about it. You have a time limit, and we have 9 days, which is enough time. So here we've got, this is Tay. Tay? Ah, you're the new farmer that moved in, aren't you? Emmy Demi, right? How's life in Forgotten Valley been treating you? You know, I myself ended up here after traveling all over the world. Before I knew it, I was running the inn. The flowers are beautiful, aren't they? Days like these put a spring in my step. Heh. And more energy means a bigger appetite. So you want to try to be friends with all of the villagers, realistically. Also, you can check random items and stuff, and they'll give you recipes. Like I just checked this plant, and it says make a dish that is so delicious with some butter and a fish, the perfect entree. Learn recipe for Can't quite make it yet because we're not skilled, but it's okay. No answer. Looks convincingly realistic. It's a fake plant. I was looking at the... Oh, that's a window. I'm looking at the door. Oh, there's a note. Easy salads to know and love. Quick pickles. Turnip. I learned a recipe for quick pickle. Tomalo salad and tomacara salad. That's crazy. Villagers will also give you recipes. But this is a quick way to get a bunch of them. So we got sweet potato soup, tomatoma soup. And that should be it in here. See if anybody's upstairs. Got Nami. She's a marriage candidate, so we can actually marry her. In this game, unlike the original, you can marry either gender, depending on what... It doesn't matter what gender you are, you can marry either gender. You're not restricted. I see someone's got a lot of free time on their hands. What? I mean, that's fine, I guess. This is, Tay's wife? Hello. Lou? I think it's Lou. How's things treating you? You getting used to work yet? If you ask me, it's best to go on your own speed. No need to rush things. Seems to have taken a liking to the room too, probably on account of being a bit of an oddball to start with. I'm talking about Nami, not Rock. Okay, fucking Rock. Rock is, Oh, I got a recipe. Welcome to Kaku. Yeah, we'll get to Rock, but I hate Rock with a living passion. I believe there is another recipe back here, actually. I think. I thunked. I guess not. I thought there was. Oh, wait. Yeah, here it is. It's touch that pot. I don't know what that was. Touch the pot. Trust me. You want to touch pots in this game. So, this little area here, this little circle area that actually says open shop, see down in my menu, you can actually open up your own market, or like a little flea market. Villagers will pass by and offer to buy your items for you. So if you need quick cash, this is a good way of doing it. However, most of the time they're going to ask for a discount, and if you say no to them, your affection will go down, I believe. So do keep that in mind when you're selling items. I think also, if you sell an item that's too high, nobody's going to buy it. So keep in mind. This is the Bluebird Cafe. I think in the original game it used to be a bar. And it's no longer a bar. Here's Muffy. This is what the wheel has told us that we are going to marry. Or Molly, sorry, she was Muffy in the original. Did you need something from me? Or is it Gavin you're looking for? You're here to talk to me. What do you need? Glad to see you today. What? You're far too sweet, Emmy Demi, but it's not fair to make me blush on the job. Hey there, hope you swing on by and visit us in the Bluebird Cafe anytime you need some rest after a long day's work. What's up, you need something with me? I feel like he'd have a southern accent. So Muffy's already flirting with us, so great. Or we're already flirting with Muffy. Wow, I just gaslit her. There's Gordy, let's go talk to him. Because... let's go get away. Let's what they say. They say what they're gonna say. Hey, Gordy. Yo, you're that farmer, right? Name's Gordy. I make art out of metal. Rach told me that Gordy looks like KSI, and I cannot unsee it. I need something. I'm here about your request. So when villagers have a request, there's always going to be this option to go ahead and fulfill the request. So we're going to do that and give him his milky soup. This will give us those watermelon seeds. Thanks for going to all the trouble. I appreciate it. Here, have this as a thank you. Ba-da-da-da. Later. All my focus is on art. He's a very artsy man, he is. Here's the beach. Oh, mugwort. That. This is Gordy's house. I know. It looks great. If the twins are in their house. They are. Hello there, I'm Cole, second best crafter of the world's class fireworks. Good to meet ya. And in case you were wondering, my twin brother Charlie's the best. It ain't your normal abode, but this is home to us. Try not to bump into anything, huh? Welcome to the valley. Name's Charlie, crafter of the world's best fireworks. Don't confuse me with my brother Cole. His are only second best. Hey there, whippersnapper. How about playing a little game with me? Okay, so when he's in his house, you can play this game. I love games. It's basically territory. I always lose. We're not gonna need him to explain the rules because I'll just go as we go. About time we get the show on the road, I'll go first. So he's gonna basically... I think what's the best thing to do is try to map out the edges. Unfortunately, he's like following me. This game is really hard. I personally think. Like, every time I try to do it, he kicks my ass. So, I saw a tip somewhere that said just focus on the edges and then go down like that. Am I entirely sure what that means? No. I'm trying my best. I won! By literally one. So if you win 10 times in a row, you get a prize. Dag nabbit, guess I gotta admit defeat. You did good, Emmy Demi. You did good. Thanks. Oh, what'd I get? Oh, in any case, it ain't easy winning against yours truly. Here's a little something for you to celebrate the occasion. So that's actually the first time I've won that game. I'll be looking forward to our next match, Whippersnapper. Yeah, that's the first time I've won that minigame. I guess you guys are just giving me good luck. Okay, so, is anybody here? This is Chris. Oh, I mean, Demi, is your farm doing well? If you ever end up with a dairy surplus, I'll gladly take any extra milk. Make yourself at home. Wife to a child. I mean, wife to yeah, well, basically, he's a man, baby. I'm just kidding. We'll see him whenever he comes around. Oh, you're that person from the farm. This is her child. That's what I meant to say. And I didn't say it like that. But anyway. A little, city family. Oh, we got a recipe. I want to try to be friends with everybody, so we're being nice. Everybody home? No answer. Okay. Go visit the local rich people, if you will. Oh, here's the old... Okay, this old lady, you absolutely want to befriend her, so talk to her and give her flowers. What? Who are you? Oh, Emmy Demi? Right, the one Takakura mentioned. My wife Nina and I used to live in the city. Once we started getting on the years, we decided to move out here for a change of pace. This time of year reminds me of when me and Nina first came here. Flowers were just as gorgeous then, too. Oh, you're that new farmer, aren't you? My husband Gary and I are getting in on the years, you see, so we decided to savor the time we have left by staying here in Forgotten Valley. Time of year always reminds me of my husband first moved here. The flowers were just as beautiful back then, too. They say the same thing. Mugwort? I hear you making me. Okay. This is Lumina. She's the other marriage candidate. She looks quite young, but assure you she's of age. I'm a Demi. How do you do? And she's got cats. Hiccup. And that's it. Forgotten Valley is a charming little place, is it not? Everyone here is so unique. Indeed. Here's her grandmother, Romana. Oh, hello there, sweetie. You're more than welcome to visit whenever you find yourself time to spare. It gets lonely living in a huge mansion. That's why I love visitors. Oh yeah, it must be so hard living in a big mansion. I'm sorry. I'm just jealous. This is her butler, Sebastian. Ah, are you the valley's newest resident? Emmy Demi, yes? Managing a farm is sure to be taxing, but I wish you the success in your travails. I don't know what that said. For my part, I shall endeavor to serve Mistress Romana to the best of my ability. Cool. Marinade. Got a recipe. Right. We'll go back and explore the upstairs of that later. We're kind of being crunched on time, so we gotta make sure we're also just walking around. Talking to everybody and doing things. Here is a well. There's somebody in this place here that is kind of important to befriend, but I'll get to him in a minute. Pretty easy to befriend him. I almost said defend him. But get there when we get. Oh, here's who I was looking for. This is your other marriage candidate, Gustafa. Now where should I play my guitar? My guitar. You can marry him if you like. Oh, we got a cutscene. Yo, what's up? Wrong way, bud. Over here. Laying hooky from farm work to go on a stroll, huh? Emmy Demi? I see how it is. This is Rock, your other marriage candidate. I'm gonna try to be nice to him. Hey, I'm just messing with you. Don't sweat it. You looked like you were having a staring contest with the river, but I figured you were probably just overworked or something. Not everyone gets this level of concern from a stud like me, by the way. Just saying. Anyway, listen, you've got to relax your shoulders. I've never seen anyone so tense in my life. If you don't take time to chill, life's gonna chew you up and spit you out. Come on, let's hang out and shoot the breeze. Oh, I know that look. You're thinking, wow, this guy's so cool. I gotta know more about him, right? Well, first of all, thank you. I'm flattered. Really. Second of all, you're in luck, because I'm happy to reintroduce myself as many times as you need. The name's Rock. I live at Layover Inn with my parents. Gotta be good son and watch over him. You know how it is. Oh, but that's the easy stuff. We gotta dig deeper. Let me tell you a few of my favorite things. Hope you're ready for this. I'm all about taking it easy. No work, no pressure, no nothing. Just me, myself, and I, living the dream. People do whatever they want in Forgotten Valley. That's what makes it awesome, you know? So you'd think all play and no work lifestyle would be chill here, but everyone's got a problem with it. And I'm just like, why? He who doesn't work doesn't eat. That's what I told him the first time, and he got mad. So we're gonna say, that is pretty weird. Gonna be nice to him. Right? It's messed up. I'm psyched to meet someone else who understands. I'm basically gonna be a chameleon, and my emotions are gonna change per person. I think you and I are gonna get along just fine. So here's to a beautiful friendship, bud. Anyways, I gotta go back to doing what I love. A whole lot of nothing. Catch you around, Emmy Demi. Uh-huh. Thanks. So this is Vesta's farm. This is where you're going to get a lot of your seeds from. Like I said, today we're not going to buy any seeds because I want to focus on trying to save up money for Van. Hey there, how's farm life treating you? If you ever need any crop seeds, come find me. I'm more than happy to share extras that we have. Anyway, if you grow crops, you'll want to ship them out to the city. Don't just steal away my clientele, alright? Huh? And this is Matthew, another marriage candidate, and actually somebody that I'm going for in my private playthrough. It says gotta be the best season of the year. It's finally getting warmer out. Before I came here, I was busy every second of every day, but here in the valley, I can take things easy. It's pretty relaxing. So yeah, he's who I'm marrying. This is Cecilia. She's another popular choice of marriage. She's your other marriage candidate. Yeah, she's pretty popular. Her and Molly are pretty popular. Vesta puts more love and care into her crops than anyone I know. That's why all our produce tastes so good. That aside, did you want to purchase anything? Thank you, but I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see here, they usually sell B quality stuff. They sell tree seeds too. And fertilizer, which is important, but we'll buy that later. I'm gonna take a peek around their house. Oh, here we go. We got a recipe for curry. It's always important to just click around. Oh, look around town. Some characters, or most of them, should have a diary. See, I feel about her. That used to be a way that you could tell how many hearts you have with somebody, but now we do have a relationship bar, so it's a little easier to figure that stuff out. But if you want to, there's that diary option. So now we're running on like 40 minutes of this game. So we're not gonna be able to do everything in this video. I will show you, or try it anyway. And the episodes are probably going to get shorter and shorter as time goes on. This is the dig site. I highly recommend you go here once a day, at least if you can, because this is where you're going to make your big profits, baby. Greetings, you're the young inheritor of the farm, I presume. My name's Carter, a pleasure to meet you. If you ever wish to lend a hand at the dig site, just say the word. Oh, hello there. You must be Emmy Demi, I take it. I'm Flora. I'm an archaeologist. I help Professor Carter with the dig site. Let's see if let's get started, and I'll talk about the dig site a little bit. So, basically, you just dig. So, do you see those little things that are sticking out of the ground in the holes? That's a good indication that there's something there. However, you don't have to dig in every single dig spot. You can just dig in one hole over and over and over again, and you should just keep getting items. Flora's kind of in the way, so I can't get to that item, so I'm just gonna keep digging here for a while. Oh, got some crystals. Probably in the next couple videos, I'll do a deep dive on, like, cows and stuff, but we're not gonna have time in this video, so, if you have any questions about how cows work, what cows to buy, and all that stuff, leave it in the comments below of this video, or if you have any other general questions. Got a old fossil. Oh. I was watching TikTok while I was digging, and I didn't notice I got a gemstone. Good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. You can keep digging until he basically says it's done. Like he's done for the day. So there is items that you can get in here that he'll take away from you. However, you only get one of those items a year. So if you find a special item, don't fret if you can't find another one right away, because I think it's one a year that you get. Another productive day of digging for you, I hope. Allow me to examine what you found. Doesn't appear to be anything of archaeological significance, I'm afraid. Feel free to take today's findings home with you. You've earned them. And I will. That's all for today. I hope we can count on your continued assistance. I will, and I absolutely will sell them. By the way, you'll probably notice that you can't stick these things in the shipping bin. That's because in this game, you can really only ship stuff that's from your farm. Everything else you have to sell either by yourself in the town square or to Van. I'm going down here and I'm going to pick all these flowers. This flower specifically is a very good gift for a lot of people. So if anything, I highly suggest you save those up for gifting. Goddess flower. I see a character up ahead that we need to make friends with. So this person up here, his name is Daryl, and he's very important to friend. My research focuses primarily on energy efficiency. A fascinating topic, isn't it? Perhaps I'll let you sit in on one of my experiments sometime. What do you want? Can you tell I'm postulating? I don't need your sunny disposition chasing away my brainstorm. Shoot! Shut up. Take this coin. Wahoo! I see you've got something nice on your hands. Is it for me? It is. I'm gonna give him a coin because we don't have the fishing rod yet, but he does love fish if I can remember right, so probably give him a lot of fish. But we're gonna go up here next. So up here is also super important. This is next to your farm, and you want to come back here and visit at least once a day because you can get recipes here, and I will show you after picking all the flowers. Oh my god, there's more flowers. Okay, this guy's also important, but when we see what we can do with him later, we'll do it. But for right now, just keep him in mind. I'm called Pui, traveling to Coco Island very far away. A dream of mine. But to get there, my purse must jingle jingle very loudly. I traded many items of mine for coins, but still, it wasn't enough. You have the face of a good person, yes, I can tell. Would you help your good new friend? Pui's dreams happen? I will. Okay, so you might be thinking, Emmy, what do I do over here? Eat a mushroom! That's what you do. Once you eat this mushroom, you'll be teleported into these people's houses. Talk to them once a day and they will give you a recipe. So we just got a recipe for a stew. And you want to make sure that once a day you at least come visit them whenever you have time to see what they offer you. So I'm going to go back to my farm now. Alright, so it should have been enough time now. I'm going to check. But I think we can milk our cow again. We sure can. And I'm going to go ahead and milk her and we'll sell her milk. And we're gonna put her up because I'm just gonna explore around for a while. Also, at the end of the day like this, especially before your grass grows fully, I like to make sure that she's eaten. So I take another one, show it to her. Okay, she's eaten. Remember that they eat twice a day, so you have to make sure you're kind of on top of that or she'll be hungry and then very upset. Also, I'm going to go ahead and plant these watermelon seeds that we got as a reward for giving Gordy the milk soup. And just a reminder that you have to water your plants twice a day, so make sure that by the end of the day you are also watering your plants. My character is Sleepy. And this is also Takakura's house. You can come in here usually when he's in. I learned a recipe. If there's anything you're unsure about, I'm here to answer your questions. Some things are better learned by doing, though. Wouldn't hurt to wander around the valley and chat up some folks either. Probably learn a thing along the way. If I'm not around, check the notebook I left in your house, on the side of the table by your bed. Got a bunch of notes on the farm. Now, I know I'm gonna sound like a real pain in your rear for asking this, but you should settle down and get married as soon as you can. It was your old man's dream to run a farm with his family, so just keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, that's basically the game telling you if you don't get married, suck. So what happens when you don't get married by the end of the year? Basically, the game will force you to make a decision between Cecilia and Rock. And for a lot of people, those aren't really ideal, especially for Rock. I kind of wanted to see if you would let me... How much is something? Oh, okay. No, I want to save money. Save money. I'm just going to wander around a little bit. Rock! I'm going to go ahead and give Nina a flower. She loves these flowers. Okay. It's been a long day for my character, and I think we're gonna go ahead and just let her rest. Normally, I would still walk around the valley, kind of like fish or whatever, but we don't have a fishing rod or anything, so we're just gonna go ahead and take a nice, good sleep. And in the next video, I will... Try not to overwrite my save. I will see you guys next time, where we'll talk about cows and other things that are doing happenings. Bye.